Hey everybody, how's it going? Got a couple hours here after work this evening. I shot video. I got the 130 Super here. She is torn apart. I shot video of me taking the saw apart and timing it, and the file corrupted. The joys of YouTube. So let's do it again. What can we do, right? This is technology. It's amazing. I can talk to you guys from my workshop all over the world. This is incredible stuff. So let's just do it again and time it again. Here's what we got here. Some of you fellers asked. That's a drill chuck. That's actually the shaft out of a drill, and I ground flats onto it. Okay? Put your timing wheel on, put your drill chuck on the end of the crankshaft, and there you go. Pretty simple. Just grab an old drill. Pull the chuck off, and that's what you can use. I've been using that for years. It works just fine. So pretty simple, and it's universal. It fits on any saw, big saws, little saws. Okay, so we do that. Now watch this, guys. This is the okay, you want this one's super easy. See the piston? I'm rocking it down. I'm going to take this screwdriver and gently, remember, gently push down the piston. That is bottom dead center. Okay? We're about 1 degree off. Let's do it one more time. I do everything 3 times. Okay? Same thing. Push the piston down. Where are we? Oh, we're a couple degrees off. Okay, let's do it one more time. I'm going to put it right in the center of the piston, and I'm going to push it down. Where are we? We're 1 degree off again. Let's do it one more time. Sometimes when you push it down, it doesn't go where you want it to. Where are we? Let's try it one more time. See? This is one of those things that you got to get it just right. Okay, we're about 2 degrees off. I'm going to bend this. So it's on 180, okay? Once you get it close, guys, just bend it. Okay? Wherever you like it, wherever it's easiest for you to read. I can't tell you. Some people like their pointer higher, some people like it to overlap. Okay? There we go. Bottom dead center, BDC. It's 180 degrees from TDC, which is top dead center. Okay? Now, here's how I do it. Some people say you don't have to do this. I do this every time. I put my piston stop in. All this is something, the crown of the piston is going to hit this and stop it, okay? We are 63 degrees. Now, what you do is you turn it the other way. We are 63 degrees. You see what I did there? If it stops the same on both sides, you got to hold this tight though, right? This slips in and the piston hits it. So it stops at 63 degrees going up. Now you go down and back up, 63 degrees. This can be calculated into a measurement, right? Certain amount of degrees is a certain amount of piston travel. Okay? So this doesn't change. So if you turn it around, it hits 63 degrees. You turn it around the other way, it hits 63 degrees. You're zeroed, aren't you? Okay? That's it. That's how you time a saw. I'm going to probably do that a lot so that everybody, some people are going to get it quicker. Some people are going to take more time. Repetition. I learn by repetition. So I'm probably going to do that on a lot of builds. Now, let's time this thing. No intake on this saw, so I'm just going to move some junk out of the way. Like I said, the bench gets messier as the build gets further. 76 is right here. I'm probably going to do these at a similar time. And I'm using the blown up saw, just as a reference. I'm measuring because, remember, I machined this base also. I'm taking measurements to try and get an idea of how this saw runs different than one of these, and I'm trying to figure out why. A, because it's interesting, and B, because I'm a nerd. So, okay, we are zeroed. Now, what we're going to do is, I want you guys to see if you can read that. Okay? I don't know if you guys are going to be able to read that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, there's bottom dead center. Okay, every one of the big lines is 10 degrees. Okay, you want to spin it in the direction of the chain forward, which in this case is this way. Does that make sense, guys? If it doesn't, I'm just going to keep doing it. So now this saw is particularly hard to work on because like you almost got to work on it like this, but I don't like working on my cylinder sideways. But I mean, realistically, we should be working on this like this. Now, I bumped this, right? You guys saw me, I bumped it. I got to check again. I'm going to put the same piston stop into the cylinder and check for 63 degrees. Because we know this particular saw, the way it's set up with this piston is 63 degrees. What do we got? 63 degrees. You guys get what I'm saying? This height will never change in this saw. It's not going to be 63 degrees in every saw. So we know. So from this point forward, as I'm timing this, if I have any questionable timing numbers, I can stick this back in, go backwards or forwards, and hit 63 degrees, and I know. Okay? Simple enough. That's just a way to do things quicker and not have to go back through. What matters is that you get good numbers. Now, this saw does not have an intake. I'm going to angle you back down here. This saw does not have an intake. So basically, I'm timing the exhaust on this, and I can visually see the transfers through the exhaust port because the transfers open after the exhaust port. Okay, so the saw moves this way. This one is so square, okay, just like the last saw. This exhaust port, and I'm going to show you guys here, this exhaust port is square at the top and the bottom. This one is very, very easy to time because we can, okay, that's going to work. Just making sure it's not going to rub. We can just visually look through the exhaust port and time this thing. So we're going to go in the direction. We should be at top dead center. Can you guys see the pointer? The pointer is right here. See how it's 0? That's top dead center. Okay. We are at top dead center. Going, going, going. Now this is with a gasket delete. Right about there. What do we have? 105. Okay. So we know that this saw, the exhaust opens at 105 after top dead center. Does that make sense? I don't know if this will help you or hurt you. Let's do it again. Now the other way to do it is you shine this light through the spark plug hole and you look for the ray of light. That's generally how I do it. It's all up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with is how you're going to port chainsaws. I just show you guys what I do, and you guys pick and choose, you know, what you like. We're going to open this again. 105. Now, you know what's funny about this, guys? I timed this saw. This base gasket must have been paper thin. I timed this saw with the base gasket, and I got the same timing numbers as I'm getting right now, which is very interesting to me. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, boom. She cracked. We're at 105 every time. If you can recreate it 3 times, you're golden. What I'm going to do is, here, I'm going to set you guys up right here, and I'm going to turn the light off, and I want you to look, I'm pointing at the camera, I want you guys to look in here, and you will see the ray of light right here, okay? At 105. I'm going to turn the light off. Okay, we'll put this through here. Okay, can you guys see? See the light? Right here. We're going to turn this. We're going to turn the flywheel forward. See, the exhaust is open, 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 open. Keeps going. It's closed. Okay, we're going to hit top dead center. Now we're going, going, going. I can stop it right. Okay, watch for the light. Okay, you guys see the light in the cylinder? See the piston? Open, close. Okay, that's what you're looking for. When you can see that light, it'll start to bleed through there. As soon as you can see light, you're good to go. Does that make sense? Just going to turn the lights back on. Okay, so this exhaust opens at 105. Not bad. Last one was 107, I believe. Let me look here. 107 was the last one. I keep notes, guys. That way, if I get another saw and I want to port it exactly like a good saw that I've built, I just go in my notebook. Okay. And I just write it down. And whether I like the saw or not. And it's funny. Everybody's going to like a different saw. Okay. Bar length, conditions, saw size. Everybody likes a different saw. So you got to build what you like, and if you like it, chances are somebody else will like it. Maybe everybody's not going to like your saw. That's okay. That's just the way it is. I build all kinds of different saws. Some of them I build to be high strung. This saw is very, very high strung. I built this for softwood cutting with a long bar and to be fast. Okay, that saw is high strung. This saw, the 630 Johnson Red, it's a torque monster. They are basically the same saw and they make very similar power, but they run completely different. Which one do I like better? The Johnson Red. It's just a nastier saw and it pulls harder. The 272 is faster in a lot of conditions though, so pick your timing numbers accordingly. The higher your exhaust roof, the higher your RPM, and usually, generally, not always, there are tricks you can do, and we can get to that once we get past the basic stuff. Exhaust height dictates RPM and where you make your power. Your power band, as most people would say. When I was a kid, I thought a power band was a part in the engine. We'd ride the old... What did my buddy have? YZ80. And oh, I could really feel the power band. Well, I was looking for that the first time I was in one. You know, I was in grade 7 or 8 and we were building a KX400 or something. I was looking for the power band. I never found it. See, guys, not everybody's born a wrench. Not everybody's born a chainsaw porter. I certainly wasn't. Believe me, I've taken a lot of bumps to get to where I am. So... there you go. The other thing is, so the second thing is, you look through the exhaust and look for where the transfer's open. That's pretty hard for me to show you on film, but you can see the transfers. They're on either side, and you can literally see them right through the exhaust port. You got to look through and figure out where they open. Some will open first. Primaries will open first, and then the secondary. Some open at the same time. There's people on both sides. Some people say open the primaries first. Some people open the secondaries at the same time as the primary. The only way you're going to know what works is to try it. And that's why when people say, well, what numbers did you use or what are you doing? Guys, I'm always working on stuff. And I always think my saws can be better. I'm not going to lie. Are they good? Yeah, I've built a lot of good, strong running, good saws, but I always think there's something I can do, and I'm always messing with stuff. So, and again, I might like a different saw than you guys do. That's just the way it is. Just like if we all like the same things, there would only be one truck. I'm just going to move back. These LED lights give funky glares sometimes. And it is what it is. It sure gives nice light for the bench though. So there you go. We have this thing timed. Our squish is 26 thousandths with a base gasket. I think I'm probably going to do cylinder machining again and a pop-up in this one. I didn't do a pop-up in the last one. So that's my thoughts, and that's what I'm doing. I lost the first video. Maybe it was a little better than this. Maybe it was a little worse, but I just figured I'd show you guys what I'm doing as I'm doing it. You guys are really supporting the crap out of this channel. I really appreciate it. We're just going to keep going. This is a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a grind for the last year sometimes, but you know what? Getting messages from people that are saying, oh, you're helping me out, or thanks, I enjoy your content, that's all it is for me. If people are watching it, I'm going to keep doing it because I love chainsaws, and chainsaw folks are good people. I've met so many good people in this hobby and through YouTube. It's incredible. So, you know, what more could a guy ask for? I'm just a guy making chainsaw videos in his shop, and the outreach of support is incredible. So, there you guys go. 130 super timing. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. I don't know how it's going to run because we blew up the last one. We're not going to take the timing numbers as far on this one, but we are going to do some other go fast tricks. I wanted to see how much RPM I could get out of a Homelite. That saw ran really, really, really good, but then it blew up. I don't mind those numbers I picked, but I'm a little more hesitant to go that far this time because I don't like the way that rod looks in the last saw that's behind me. So maybe that rod failed on its own. We don't know. Porting old saws is a labor of love because you're going to break some eggs, and a lot of times you're going to come out of it going, I don't know any more than when I started. That's just the way it is, guys. I'm going to turn up the RPM in this saw and try and increase torque. This thing's an absolute torque monster. I want it to run faster and have more torque than when we started. That's the parameters. This saw, we're probably going to go down some serious rabbit holes with that saw. So stay tuned. It's just going to get better and better. I got saws coming in the mail from you guys. Everybody that sent me a saw, thank you. I super appreciate it. It is hard to find saws here, guys. There is no saws here right now. This COVID thing, there ain't a lot of anything for sale, let alone saws. So to have some of you say, hey, I got this saw, I'll send it to you. Incredible stuff, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to work on those saws on this channel. So there you go, guys. I'm in a rambly mood. Just having a good time, and let's just keep doing this and having fun. As always, thanks for watching, and I do mean that, and take her easy. Later, guys.